Hello and welcome to another edition of the OCVarsity Hoop Show. I'm your host, Jonathan Khamis. I'm being joined, as always, by Steve Fryer. Steve, how are you?
I'm good. Well,
hey, we're at a new school this week. Yeah, we've never been here to host the Hoop Show. Big thank you to Buena Park High School. More with the Coyotes later on. But first, we like to talk about our player of the week of the past week. And Steve, this is a player we've talked about quite a bit.
Yeah, and Will Samork is just a junior at KZ Akpala over at Esperanza. 6'6", long-armed guy. 27 points in one game against Villa Park, 21 in another one. The guy is just amazingly good. He's already got an offer from UC Irvine.
So we're here at Buena Park, right?
Yeah.
We're only going to talk about the Freeway League on the show. No, just kidding. We'll talk about the other leagues later on. But Buena Park has probably their biggest test of the season in the Freeway League because that is against Sonora, right. Steve, on Wednesday. The Raiders have perennially been the class of the Freeway League, winning the CIF championship last year. They're not as strong this year. The record indicates that. But this year, this may be Buena Park's time.
Yeah, Sonora lost a lot of guys from last year's CIF championship team to graduation. Still have some guys, some pretty good guys here and there. It's a decent team, probably a playoff team. You know, in the old days, the team that always challenged Sonora in the last few years was Sunny Hills, a lot.
And they're
Troy,
still up there. They're good.
Yeah. But, you know, Buena Park, you always looked at them. They were going to go 0-10 in league. Not anymore. They could go 10-0 in league. Ooh. What a change they've had just in a couple or 3 years here with Coach Breitenberg and group. Really good-looking athletes I'm watching in this practice. They're fast, and they got a couple of big guys too. They look pretty formidable to me.
So what caused this amazing turnaround from worst to first? We talked to the coach and the Coyotes about it. Here's what they had to say.
It's been a whole culture change, getting them to understand the commitment to the program, being on time to practice, proper uniform, just some of the small details that really make you successful. Kids have bought in.
My first year, we were only good on defense, and then last year we were only good on offense. This team has the best of both worlds, so we're able to lock teams up and get over 70 points.
We put in a lot more work than we used to. Our coaching staff has gotten a lot better. We've been able to mesh together as a team.
We haven't beat Sonora in over I don't know how long, but hopefully Wednesday's going to be the biggest game of the year. Coach keep on telling us, hey, it's going to be the biggest game, so we just got to come out and be a hard-working team.
All right, our thanks to the Coyotes for the hospitality. We will now transition to the Sunset League, where the two best in the league will clash once again this Friday night, Steve. It is Edison at Los Alamitos. Actually, nope, Huntington Beach. Yeah, that was the game previously where Los Alamitos beat Edison. This time, Edison's home game.
Yeah.
The Chargers are second in the Sunset League. They've actually went on a winning streak since losing to the Griffins. And I was there last week when Edison had quite a nice victory against Fountain Valley. Randall Walker was really, really good down the stretch, Steve, with a steal and basket that sealed the deal for them. Meanwhile, Los Alamitos keeps rolling on. I think when these two teams get together, we're always in for an exciting game.
Yeah, I agree. And definitely, the home field advantage could help out Edison some in this game because they only lost by a few points to Los Al at Los Al.
Yeah.
Worker had his usual big game. Pepe Garcia was pretty good for Los Al as well. And you mentioned Randall Walker. You know who's really sort of the key guy in maybe this basketball game at Edison on Friday will be Nate Matthews.
Okay.
Now, he's become a scorer of late, but really what he's known as is the lockdown defensive guy. He's the guy they're going to put on Worku and try and control him as much as they can and get some good buckets out of him too. Edison doesn't have the shooters they had last year or the year before, but in their gym, I bet they're going to be pretty good. They really want this game badly.
Finally, Steve, Esperanza taking on Foothill. This is a Crestview League game. There's just limited games in the Crestview League,
Sure.
So every single game counts. It's no joke, guys. They'll meet again on February 9th of this year. So 2 games. These two teams look like they may be the best in the league. Steve, what do you expect?
Well, like you were saying, it's a 4-team league, so you only got 6 league games. So every league game is very crucial. And in a 4-team league, only the top 2 finishers are guaranteed, entry into the playoffs. So, yeah, these games are great. Great players in both teams. We talked about Akpala.
Yes.
Foothill's got their assortment of guys that are fantastic players. Very well coached by Van Cleve, Rusty Van Cleve. Esperanza's Mark Hill. All these guys are coaching their candidates every year. I tell you something too. We also got 2 of the better student sections that are going to be this game too, so it's going to be a fun atmosphere. But
that's a game in itself.
Oh my gosh, and it's a decide competition, whatever you want to say. But you know, with only 6 league games, boy, oh boy, these games are very, very critical.
Absolutely. Look out for the Arujo boys out at Foothill. So that's what's going down this week for the OCVarsity Hoop Show. Once again, thank you for watching. I'm your host, Jonathan Khamis. Steve Fryer to my left. We're going to enjoy some Freeway League action this week. We'll be here on Wednesday to catch Buena Park to see if they can take down the Giants in the Sonora Raiders.
And add a number to that big banner up there.
Yeah, last time, 1992,
Yep.
and Sonora's had quite a run since then. We'll see if this is the year it finally ends. I'm your host, Jonathan Khamis, and thanks for watching.